everybody, welcome to Enliven Wellness. I am so happy to be here, and I'm recording this after like kind of an emotional day, not gonna lie. So why is that? I'll tell you at the end of the video. So today I'm going to be talking about the cheap, easy way to confirm that you have biotoxin exposure, aka chronic inflammatory response syndrome, aka potentially mold poisoning, potentially Lyme disease. So what is this test? First of all, I want to say thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. Being here for you guys is like such a joy. I know this is my purpose in life and it's been so fulfilling. So shout out to Alex. We just had a 15-minute consult today and he gave me the idea off kind of a whim because I've gotten a lot of really good feedback about what kind of videos to create, and those are all in the works. So keep them coming. But this one I was just like really inspired to do today for some reason. So thank you, Alex, for the little push toward, you didn't push me toward it, but you brought it up and it made me go, oh, I need to do this. So what is the name of this test? Well, it is called the VCS, I can't do an S test. What does that mean? The VCS test is the Visual Contrast Sensitivity Test. And so I'm gonna just kind of read to you guys like the nerdy bit about what the VCS test is. Visual contrast sensitivity testing measures your ability to see details at low contrast levels and is often used as a non-specific test of neurological function. Similar in form to a standard audiometry hearing test, you know those tests like where it's like, click the button when you hear a bing. And you're like, did I hear a bing? Should I click the button? Okay, this is like that for your eyes. A VCS test generally involves the presentation of a series of images of decreasing contrast to the test subject and the recording of the contrast levels where patterns, shapes, or objects can or cannot be identified. The result of the test can then be used as an aid in the diagnosis of a visual system dysfunction. Okay, so what does that mean to us? As many of you know who are suffering from mold poisoning, suspect that you're suffering from mold poisoning or an other kind of biotoxin illness, you know that like our vision becomes like wackadoodle. Like I was like suffering from really strange visual issues and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? And in fact, I was actually having droopy eye on my right side and I didn't know where that was coming from. Later I found out that it was because it was like my brain was inflamed. But when your brain is inflamed, that's the result of biotoxin illness and that affects your vision. So with VCS testing, this shows if you have biotoxin exposure and nutritional deficiencies. So by taking this quick 10 to 15 minute test online, you can have a confirmation of biotoxin exposure and or nutritional deficiencies. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do this. I can't actually show you like step by step because I would have to pay for it again. But that's the great thing about this is that it's cheap, y'all. Like it's cheap. The first one you can take is free and you can like do a donation. But then you have to purchase tests after that, and I would just recommend like buying a couple at a time because you're going to want to retest. Okay, so essentially what you're gonna do, what you need is you need a tape measure, you need your cell phone, laptop, and you need to breathe. And you need your eyes. So essentially what you want to do is if you have contacts or glasses, keep those in. Okay, that's step one. Step number two is relax and breathe. Step number three is that you're gonna pull up vcstest.com. All right, so then you go to vcstest.com and you're going to start the test. So you first have to calibrate the screen. So you're gonna wanna get, you need a credit card. So you need a standard size credit card. You go and get your credit card and you'll see what I mean. It's very easily laid out on the website. You measure your credit card up against the screen and there's like little lines that you'll adjust so that it touches the outside edges of that credit card. It's just for, I guess, calibration purposes on the website. And then you have to calibrate the brightness. So make sure you set your brightness on either your cell phone or your laptop to mid-range. Not hella bright, not hella dark. Make sure it's mid-range, okay? And then it's going to have you, it shows like a little gray box inside of another big gray box, and you have to either set it darker or lighter. And so for that part, you can squint. So you can squint lightly and then set the color so that the little box inside disappears inside of the big box. And you'll see what I mean again. All right, and then you need to set yourself up 24 inches away if you're using a laptop, or 18 inches if you're using a cell phone. I would recommend using a laptop. My intuition just kind of was like, the laptop's gonna be more accurate in my opinion. And so then you go and get your little measuring tape and you set yourself up 24 inches away from your laptop or 18 inches away from your cell phone. And it gives you all these instructions on the website, so you don't have to memorize this. I'm just walking you through. And then I marked a spot on the floor in front of me, and I put my toes right up against where 24 inches was. Because, I mean, I'm a mover, as you guys know. And I wanted to make sure I stayed right on the 24-inch mark. So then you hit Take Test. And then I'll show you a little picture of what the little boxes look like. So you'll start to see little boxes that look like this. And you have to, match them up. So again, super self-explanatory. You'll see it when you get to the website. And, that's where the breathing comes in, really. Like, it's super important to breathe. Because when you hold your breath, your vision starts to go. And then also a little tip, take your tongue and put it into the roof of your mouth. Why? Your tongue is actually supposed to rest at the roof of your mouth. Yeah. And that can actually cause you to see better because you're going to be getting better breath, better oxygen, better sight. And you want to give yourself a little bit of an advantage. So, make sure you're breathing and your tongue is at the roof of your mouth. And then just start to match up the top image with the bottom image, whatever you see. Now, my advice is to not rush through it. Try not to feel so stressed. Take some deep breaths again, and don't squint. Like, squinting doesn't help in this. Like, you do want to relax your eyes, relax your face, and just do the best that you can. And match up, the bottom, the top picture with whatever, or the bottom picture with whatever you see in the top picture. So essentially you'll want to match up whatever this image flashes up, you want to match with what you see down here. Okay, and so you'll see when you get there. Yeah, and then you do that, you cover your right eye first, and then you test your left eye, and then you cover your left eye, and then you test your right eye. So it's like any other, like ABC. What's the smallest line that you can read? Eye test. It's the same as that, but it's contrast. So then you'll get your results. And then this is where I have such emotional news to share with you guys. I took this test, back in January, and I was like, the heck are you talking about, y'all? Like, I can't see anything in that box that you're shining up, and I don't even know what. And of course my biotoxin result came back as positive because I was getting poisoned with mold. And I'm recovering from Lyme disease as well. So it was and then my nutritional deficiency came up as positive too, which obviously most people are going to have nutritional deficiencies. Don't panic about that. Everybody pretty much has nutritional deficiencies nowadays. Healing your gut is it's a process. So, I took the test today and y'all, so I still have nutritional deficiencies. I'm not shocked. I'm still healing my gut. It's a process, like I said. But, you guys, the results for the biotoxins came back as negative. I'm feeling so grateful right now. It's... I couldn't wait to get on here and make this video for you guys today because I was just oh my gosh. All of these techniques that I've been doing and all the research that I've done and all of these different things, they're working. It's working. And now the legitimacy of this test, it's legitimate. You know, I've worked with MDs and NDs and DOs, and each one of them has asked me, like, have you taken the VCS test? And I was like, yes. And did it come back positive as biotoxin? Yes. So while it doesn't indicate specifically that you have mold toxicity, it does indicate that you have exposure to a biotoxin. Now, what that biotoxin is, we don't know yet. But as of this test, you can assure yourself that you've been exposed to a biotoxin, which can be so comforting. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, you know, when you're sitting in your, you know, on your computer and you're like Googling all these symptoms because you're like, I'm going crazy. Like, what am I suffering from? And everyone says that I'm crazy. To have something in black and white that's legitimate, that tells you that you're not crazy and that you have exposure to biotoxin, it's so damn comforting. It's so comforting. Because then you're like, yeah, there it is. You know, and it's a relief. So go take the test, see what it comes back as. Don't panic. These can get better, obviously. And that's like my number one message on this channel for y'all is there's hope. You can recover. I'm recovering. I've recovered. I mean, we're always in the process of recovering, but I've recovered. It came back negative. I'm so like, I'm really overwhelmed. I just found this out like 30 minutes ago. So, you know, as always, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Keep the comments chill. You can disagree with me. Just put it into a way that we can have a dialogue. And if you do troll or say anything negative, like, I will delete you, because this is a healing channel. This is a healing space. People are trying to get better. I mean, that's why you found this video, is because you think that something's up and you want to get better. So let's keep this a healing space. The other thing is that, you know, I reach out. Like, if you'd like to book that 15-minute free talk, even if you're just like, I just need to talk to somebody. I've had people say that they're like, I just need to talk to somebody and not to feel so alone. I'm there. We can schedule that right away. And then we can work together formally. I mean, this is what I do. I'm going to school for this. You know, this is not just bro science. I know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. So please feel free to reach out. My email is in the description box down below. And if you just put in the subject line, I'm ready, that signifies to me that you're ready to get better. And I'm ready for you to get better. Because I truly feel like if all of us feel better, the world will feel better, obviously. So thank you so much for being here. I'm thrilled to bring you the message of hope, to bring you the message of recovery, to bring you the message that you're not alone. You are not alone. When you feel like you can't, learn that you can. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Till next week. Bye.